It is high noon on November 4, 2010, and the Thursday edition of the Daily Journal is upon the streets. Mike Fry here with Colleen Lockett. And Colleen, on the surface, a library, okay, at least the traditional library with bookshelves and the like, doesn't seem like a place that would appeal necessarily to kids, but we're finding out that's not the case. You can read about that today on page A1 and also on the education page.
True, and I know when I was a kid, I actually just liked going to the library for the books.
Colleen, I did too, so there's two of us.
So we're weird, but now kids can actually go and they can use different technologies and kind of the newer technologies.
Kind of a neat thing. Over to Kankakee Public Library, as long as their parents sign an agreement, they can access MySpace and Facebook over there. So that's kind of drawing them in. They get them in there, they get them interested in other programs, and they stay. So a neat thing to be sure. Colleen, let's go to the movies. Let's talk movies, okay? First of all, out in Momence later this month, remember they came through last September to film some scenes for a movie called Mariachi Gringo, an upcoming movie?
I do.
Yes, they're coming back in November, and what they're looking for is extras.
Ooh, so you're saying we should go do that?
We could be in Mariachi Gringo. I guess Scott Anderson, one of our colleagues, already is going to be. You could have read about that in the journal earlier. Anyway, what's going on is if you agree to be an extra, the film production crew will make a donation to Main Street Momence, a group that promotes the historic downtown in that city. So kind of a neat thing.
It is. I think one of the most interesting things I think about extras is that you don't have to be a drop-dead gorgeous person to be an extra. Anyone can be an extra.
Anyone, okay? So go ahead and get a hold of Main Street Momence. You can find out how by reading today's paper. Are we going to find out what the weather's going to be like, Colleen?
Well, we are, because we're going to go to Dennis Yanka, and I hear he has a preview for an upcoming weekend event. Dennis, take it away.
Hi, this is Dennis Yanka, the weatherman of the day, and I'm here with your AccuWeather forecast. Today's high is going to be 52 with a low tonight of 31. I believe you can pretty much take those flowers out of the yard. They're not growing anymore, especially after tomorrow when we only expect a high of 42 and a low of 26. Saturday we'll be back up to 48, but the low is still going to be down to 29. We're going to have some sunny weather. I hope on Saturday you might get over to that indoor farmers market in Kankakee. Sounds like a lot of fun over at the old armory. It's called the Community Resource Center now. But it's time really I should be getting back to the newsroom, so let's go there.
Mike, we're back, and as you know, it's Mike's mailbag day. So we have a question from Lee from Piatone, who asks, if I'm enrolled in the National Do Not Call Registry, don't the candidates' calls to my home fall under the same rules, or is it only for sales calls?
That's an interesting question, Lee from Piatone. Thanks for asking. Also, thanks for your kind note. He said a number of kind things about the news at noon, and we thank him for watching, as well as the rest of you news at nooners. Okay, let's go to the cheat sheet for the answer, all right? According to the Federal Trade Commission, the National Do Not Call Registry does not limit calls by political organizations. You know, Lee asked because all of us were getting one phone call over after another in recent days of the election approach. That phone wouldn't stop ringing. So yes, they are not limited. They can call all you like. And you might say to yourself, well, that's something they should change. And maybe when this next election rolls on, they're on the do not call list. Well, Colleen, I'm pretty sure the politicians have a say on who's on that list and who's not. So chances are they're going to remain on there. But that is an excellent question, okay? We thank him for asking. Also, if you want to know more about the do not call list, go to our website. It's www.donotcall.gov. All kinds of things on there about the do not call registry. So check it out if you want to know more. That'll do it for the news at noon today. To subscribe to the Daily Journal, call 815-937-3322. You can also pick it up at the newsstands. And so until tomorrow,
stay informed and check out the indoor farmers market.
Very good.
And the libraries. Oh wait, I forgot my paper.
We'll get your bicycle. It's a good one this weekend.